Man, alright, so we are commentating the Randomizer Series playoffs. This is the round of 10. This race decides your final four, which is going to be next week, same time, Wednesday at 9 Eastern. It's going to be a great one, especially. There's a lot of drivers and a lot of people that can also get in tonight. We're going to be watching qualifying. I'll go over points as you have a little bit of background noise, and they'll also do the heats and stuff. Hopefully we get invites to all this, because I got Frost sending me invites tonight. Thank you, by the way, Frost. Appreciate you. So Frost currently leads the points lead by last week's win. I would pretty much essentially call him locked in my opinion. But some notable names who did not, I don't know if Mystical Bloom, he did show up last week. Mystical Bloom's on the outside looking in. He currently sits 7th in points. He's on the outside looking in. He needs to have a great run tonight to even have a chance to get in. Eggs, he's currently 3rd in points, tied with Matt Catchett, but 5th to I think 2nd. They have a 5-6 point gap, so that's going to be the ones crossing. Rolling Thunder, the 87. Royster currently is outside looking in. He currently sits 5th in points. He's going to be one to watch. Matt Catchett, one of the drivers we're going to be looking out for as well in the 17. He's another driver to watch out for. Saints, he's a playoff driver. I don't think, there's a very rare chance, I don't know if he can get in, but he's currently sits 8th in points. Barley, a non-playoff driver, he's hoping to steal a win from these guys. And actually, I don't know, Frost didn't win last week. I will double check that for you guys. Rolling Thunder, he had a great week in the first week of the playoffs, so that's why he sits so high in points. 2nd currently, I think he finished 2nd last week. No, Frost did win last week. Yep, I remember that. Yep, Boss, Rolling Thunder, and then Touchy Your Badge finished 3rd. 2nd group is coming out. Eggs. In that group, Royster. I think they're just now finishing up their qualifying, yeah. PB&J Racing's also not mathematically eliminated yet, so it's gonna be fun to watch as well. Ooh, now they're wrecking. Oh my god, they're flipping. Alright, 2nd group is coming out. PB&J Racing, Matt Catchett also in this group. He's the one to watch as well. He's an underdog. It'd be a Cinderella story, but he's an underdog. If he wins a championship, that would be a underdog story of a lifetime. But it's not far spoken. He's been very consistent this season. He also has a win. We did not broadcast that race, sadly, but he does have a win this season. So it's not outlandish to say he has a great chance at winning the championship, especially in the series. Saints as well. He's a playoff driver. I don't know if he really has a shot unless everyone else. I don't know if there's enough drivers to give him a shot, but he'll try tonight. I would say it's pretty much 5-car battle for 4 spots. And it's between Matt Catchett, Frost. Frost is really, in my opinion, the only lock. Rolling Thunder, Eggs, Matt Catchett, and Bums. 4 spots for 3. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are the only really spots I think they're fighting for. I think Frost got a big gap on those 3 to actually pretty much just lock himself in my opinion. Plus, he usually runs top 5, top 10 usually in these events. Ooh, am I gonna pick? I gotta see the racing times after quali. Alright, Matt Catchett backing it down. I think their quali runs are officially over. That their quali runs are now over. Oh, Barley lagging. Holy hell. Frost respawning. Yeah, Rolling Thunder sitting in the apron. Now, if I had to go over someone who can upset maybe Eggs and Rolling and Frost, it'd be Rolling Thunder in my opinion. He's probably out of Matt Catchett has his moments. It depends on the track, really. If there's a good track, Eggs at some tracks hasn't came out as a victor. He's actually struggled on some tracks, and then other times he dominates. So Eggs has been inconsistent at certain tracks, but I think overall, I mean, him and Frost have been the 2 dominant cars all season. Frost has a consistency on his side, and he does a spin or something. they're currently done now. If I had to go with someone this race, I would say if you're in the top 5 and you win tonight, you're in. If you're a guy like Bums or Royster and you win tonight, I say you're locked into the Final 4. You gotta finish higher than the people ahead of you. That is your only goal tonight. If you don't, you will be eliminated. It's gonna be fun to see these boys. How hard are they willing? Are they willing to do an Austin Dillon? Just like in that Final 4. I wonder, are they willing to do a Kevin Harvick 2020 at Martinsville? I want to see how aggressive these drivers are tonight. We could see a lot of aggressive out of maybe Rolling Thunder, Bums. You never know. Alright, now they're heading back to the lobby. Oh, my chat's messed up. Alright, so on pole currently is Eggs. So Eggs already showing out speed, 13.153. That is excellent speed by him. So Eggs already showing out. Rolling Thunder, 13.177. So Eggs has the pace advantage by 2/10 on Rolling. Third is going to be Barley. So the non-playoff driver starts in. This is for the heats, by the way. This is not the actual race. This is just qualifying for the dash and the heats. Frost qualified 4th. I think he's going to move his way through the field slowly but surely. But it could be a weaker night. He still runs pretty much top 5. Patchett qualifies 5th, and then Royster qualifies 6th. So, out of the 5 drivers, the one that qualified the lowest out of them was Royster. So, Royster needs to have a good heat or dash here to potentially get himself into a position to potentially lead a few laps and finish higher than Matt Hatchett, which is his goal tonight. I'm going to leave that for them. Hey, insoluble bunch of bums. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Why do you say that, buddy? Man, I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun. Lima Rock, I haven't seen this track that often. Remember, I'm not a Woo player. Like, I don't play a lot of Woo, so Lima Rock sounds like it's a decent track. I don't know how the racing's gonna be, but I'm hoping it's competitive tonight. I want to see some action between the top 5. Like, they're so close on points. There's 6 points between 2nd and 5th. That's how tight it is. So, every division matters tonight, especially if you're in the top 5. Tonight is Wednesday. Having a great night so far. Not my one. My blinds won't close now. Alright. No, here's the thing, we gotta wait a little bit, as invites do take a little bit. They gotta set up and stuff. I do want to watch the race more than I talk. So Frost, Royster, Rolling Thunder, and Saints are all in the lobby. Those are all playoff drivers. They're counting down the timer now. So we should be able to get in there soon. Go over points for anyone who's just turned in. So currently leading in points is going to be Frost. He's got a big gap on 4th over Matchett. It's about Mac. It's about, I would think, 13. About 13 points on Mac Hatchett. Rolling Thunder sits in 2nd. He has a 4-point gap on Mac for the 4th place. The bubble. And then Eggs and Mac are tied for the bubble currently. And then Suspect Bums, or aka Red Royster, sits in 4th, or aka 5th, because they were tied for 3rd. So Royster needs to have a good run. He needs to finish, I think, would be 2 spots higher, or maybe win tonight to jump Eggs and Hatchet, which is his goal after tonight's race. And we did not. Oh, you're going to go watch Bum stream. Wow. Wow. I'm sad. I did not get an invite. Are you kidding me? I don't understand. I want to invite to the heats. I want to watch them. Yep, it's a 12-lap heat. Royster sits in third, and his heat, currently your leader, is the 187 of Rolling Thunder. They're side by side, and the 871 of Frost takes over the lead over Rolling Thunder. Royster sits in third, and fourth is going to be Saints. No, tonight we have about, I think, 10. They have 10 currently, I think, at the moment. I'm pretty sure they have 10. I saw it. No, it's probably 9. Yeah, it's probably only 9. And it's a smaller field. Swear to God, there was only 10. I can double check. But this is the race before the championship, and also Frost leads over Royster. Royster in second. Still, Rolling Thunder is on the outside. Carrying the momentum on the top lane is key here, I guess. Bottom is preferred, but Rolling Thunder is clearing Royster. What a move. The outside lane is working for Rolling. Can he clear Royster? He does. So Rolling is just ripping the top lane. It's working for him massively here. He's just getting that massive run, but he's losing time on it. On entry, I guess. Through the center of the corner, he's not carrying as much speed, so it's costing him time. And yeah, we have about 5 to go in this heat. Royster sits in third. Your leader, though, is going to be Frost, and he's starting to pull away from the 187 of Rolling Thunder. Top 2 advance to the heat, I'm going to presume. I wish for you. And they are coming to white flag. Checkered is out, and Frost has won his heat. Rolling Thunder finished second, and third is going to be Royster. So Royster does not beat his competitors in the heat, and that's probably going to cost him in the dash. I don't think he makes the dash for finishing third. I can't trust any of these guys, man. I don't know what to do. Yep, okay, so tonight we have 9. So like I said, it's about 9 drivers. Nine drivers tonight. Nine drivers tonight. Top 3 in the heats advance. So it's going to be Hatchet, Frost, Thunder, Eggs, Barley, and Hatchet. I would assume. I don't know if they've done their heat yet. Because I know Jory Roaster just did his. We're just trying to generate viewers. Thank you, Royster. Alright, there we go. Ah, shit. Invite again. Damn it, I joined too early. I joined... fuck. Alright, there we go. Alright, we'll wait until they get into the lobby. Sorry about that, guys. We have to get this all figured out. Alright, so they got the dash setting up. In the dash is going to be Mystical Bloom, Rolling Thunder, Eggs, Frost. So the usual culprits are in the dash. Remember, it's reverse order. Yep, I just saw your message. Sorry about that, Royster. Alright, we're going to get over to my stream. Alright, we're taking the invite now. They should getting up. This is the dash, by the way. So this is going to be very important. This is going to be the qualifying order. It's going to be very fun. Royster starts on pole. Mystical Bloom starts right beside him. 2 playoff drivers, by the way. These are 2 very important playoff drivers, especially Bums or Royster. He's currently on the outside looking in. If he gets a good qualifying effort or even a pole, I think he gives you points. Getting pole tonight could very well help him to finish better than Mac Hatchet, which you never know. Any point matters. If they finish 2 spots away, and if Royster wins tonight, that shakes up the field. I want to see who makes it in. Maybe Eggs gets eliminated tonight if he struggles. But Eggs qualified on pole or on time on pole. But if he gets stuck in traffic, how much is he going to struggle? That's the real key here tonight. Royster leads us to green, and we are underway in the dash. The qualifying dash. Royster leads over Hatchet. We're 1 out of 12. You look back there, there's that 187 of Rolling Thunder. He's trying to move up to second. He's also second in points. And he's not holding any prisoners. You see that 3-car, that's PB&J Racing. He's not mathematically eliminated yet. But he's hanging on by a thread, basically. He needs to have everything go right for him tonight. But I think he is mathematically eliminated with only 9 cars tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Rolling Thunder ripping on the top as Bums continues to lead. Or Royster, my bad. X to the bottom lane, making a move on Mystical Bloom. He gets very slow. He holds up the field behind him. And that's going to hold Frost to currently sits in 6th in the heat. Bums continues to lead, and this is just proven to what I thought was earlier. It's hard to pass at this type of track. Track position is going to be the key. 7 to go. Did I say that? Rolling Thunder starting to hunt down your leader. Here comes Rolling Thunder on the 33R of Bums. He makes a little contact. Him and Royster are battling for the final playoff spot. Coming to 8 out of 12, AK5 to go. So this race is official. Royster hits the wall. Here comes Eggs and Rolling Thunder. These positions matter. Here comes Burley as well. 4 to go. 3 wide for the lead in the dash. Coming to 3 to go. Rolling Thunder gets around Royster. Rolling Thunder to the lead. Here comes Eggs on the bottom lane. Burley right beside him. 3 to go at Llama Land for the dash. Eggs takes over the lead. They're in. Royster down to the bottom lane again. Rolling Thunder's going to try to carry the momentum. Eggs takes over the lead. Coming to white flag next 2 times around. White flag when they cross the line this time by. Can Eggs hold on? White flag in there. Someone's around, and that's Royster. White flag. Here comes Barley in the bottom. Yeah, that was Royster who went around, and this is checker flag. Eggs is gonna win your dash at Llamaland. He holds off Barley, who's a non-playoff driver. Do we potentially have a steal? Does Barley steal the win? Royster had such a good heat going until that incident, and now that's gonna put him in the rear of the field. Right back there with his biggest competitor, Mac Hatchet. So yes, that is an excellent win for Eggs there. So that secures him, I think, a few points maybe. I think it does give you pole points. That will give him a few extra points that he can use over Bums and Hatchet. I'm going to call you Bums. I'm sorry. I just can't call you. Royster just doesn't come out smooth. Yeah, you can use those over Hatchet, which Hatchet qualified last tonight. But Royster qualified 5th. Royster qualified 6th. Thunder had an issue. We don't know what happened to Thunder. Interesting. I'm trying to get anything. Alright, so they are starting up their new lobby. They're going to get set up very soon. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. So we'll be sitting here for a little bit, but I'll go over points again. With Eggs winning that thing, I think he jumps over Mac Hatchet, so he should be closer to Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder would swap down to 3rd, but he's not tied. Hatchet, in my opinion, the real battle is going to be between Hatchet and Bums, or aka Royster. I think that's where the real battle is at. It's just going to be really tight to see those two battling. If they have similar pace, they're going to be running near one another, but Hatchet really struggled in quali. So that is one thing that Hatchet struggled or had a bit of an issue, but we'll see how much his pace increases during the race. Hello, hello, hello. Let me message you Royster real quick, so you don't have to like scroll all the way. There you go, Royster. I messaged you. Hopefully it helps out. I know he's gonna go over his little monologue. So, we're going to let them set up. They're going to set up the lobby, so 200% tonight. It's an 80 lap race, so halfway caution will be at lap 40. There's really no wear, and it's a quarter of a mile track, so it's very tight like usual. This is how all the Woo tracks are mainly. But I will say there is a distinct line. You can rip the top with speed, but also the bottom line I think is preferred here. Because you have to perfect the outside lane, I guess, and you have to hold it as much as you can. Alright, we're going to set that in 3, 2, 1. They have delay on the stream. Alright. Gotcha. Alright. Alright, we're loading it up. Let's get it. Repping and rolling. Let's wish everyone, let's wish all the playoff drivers luck tonight, because it should be a fun one, especially at this type of track. I'm interested to see what kind of moves we see tonight. It might be over aggression, maybe. I mean, you're trying to make the Final Four. You got to have a chance. I mean, if one of the drivers who came into the season, you're like, this is my chance with Camel gone. I mean, Eggs, Frost, they've been taking advantage, but Mac Hatchet, Rolling Thunder, they also want to take advantage of him not being here, because he won last season's championship, and well, he's won this season, but he isn't full time and he doesn't race that often. So this is the perfect opportunity to show out tonight. Here we go. We are underway at Llama Land. Eggs leads to green with Barley is outside. Mac Hatchet qualifies out back. And Barley's a little laggy on my point of view. He falls to the rear. Eggs lead us to green and still leading currently. We look back. Yeah, Barley dropping like a fly, as I think he has a little bit of lag. Oh my god, what is happening? No, he's definitely laggy. Frost currently runs in third, right behind Barley, who's ghosted basically on my screen. Misco Bloom. Bums is also in this fight. 21 of Saints also in this fight. Royster's actually up to 4th, I think, currently. Yes, he currently runs in 4th. He's not running bad. Rolling Thunder right behind him. But moving up through the field is Mac Hatchet. He's up to 7th now, not in last. Saints currently runs, ripping that top lane back there. PBJ Racing's also right behind Rolling and Royster back up in front of him. There are 2 spots separating the two, so I think that would be just enough for them to be tied currently, as the gap is 2 points between the two. I don't know how the points system works here. But Barley is gaining on Eggs. Barley has a little bit more pace than Eggs currently, from what I can see. We are now 8 out of 80. And Royster's about to get past here. Mac's going to try to capitalize on this. Royster, yeah. Royster follows the 5th. He's going to try to hold it on the outside lane as Misco Bloom and Mac Hatchet get together a little bit. 3 wide back here for 4th place. 9 out of 80, a.k.a. 72 to go. Oh, Mac comes in for the slider. He moves up a spot. He's going for Royster as well. He slides into Royster. 3 wide back here. PPJ Racing almost gets turned. I told you someone was going to be aggressive. Here comes Saints in the top lane. And Eggs continues to lead over Barley and Frost, who have actually pulled away from the main pack. 4th on back is in this huge pack. That's costing Royster a little bit. 69 to go. Funny number laps to go at Llama Land. I think it's Lima Land. My bad, guys. Remember, I'm learning the names of the tracks as we go. 68 to go now in the race. PBJ Racing and Mac Hatchet battling for 6th place. Saints ripping the top lane, able to carry his momentum a lot better than the bottom lane that Mac has. And he's going to clear him. He's going for Royster now. He's digging deep in that car. Here comes Hatchet on the bottom and tries to do a slide down to make contact. Out of 14, that's about 23 to go. Yes, that is 23 to go when they cross the line. Oh, Mac and Saints make a little more contact. Mac is trying hard to slide out in front of Saints, and he does. May have forced it, but now he's up to 6th. X continues to lead over Barley, who currently sits in second. Third is going to be your usual contender in Frost. There's the cone flying in the air. Like to see a cone on track, eh? Cone deserves justice in my opinion. Poor Cone, bro, getting flicked around. See him on the wall. That's going to be something to be funny all night. We're going to be watching that Cone all night as well. Barley's all over Eggs, though. I will say Eggs is getting hounded by Barley, who currently sits in second. Eggs is not going to win, or I think this race is going to be very competitive at the second half of this race. I think that's when we're going to see all the aggressive moves. And maybe a few cautions in the second half of the race. You can see them hitting the tires a little bit, but they're coming to lap the first cars of the night. It's even side by side in front of them. That's Miss Kabloom and Co. Barley is all over Eggs, makes a little contact with Eggs. Eggs goes over the tires, they slow up. A little bit of a slow up as we come to 58 to go in the race. Barley and Eggs make a little contact. Barley on the inside lane. Battle for the lead, they make some contact. I don't know who's who. Eggs blocks him and holds on to first. Now, can they get around PPJ Racing and the car ahead of him? That's the question I have. Miss Blue. Into the wall goes Eggs. More cones on track. We're just abusing them cones. More cones are getting abused today. 15 to go at Lima Land until we have the midway caution. Comes that blue machine, hits the wall again. Go on more with him. He gets good momentum as Eggs hits the wall. To make contact with Eggs. Yes, he's trying to get around him. You just can't seem to get around Eggs. He's to the bottom lane though. Oh, they make some more contact. Barley on the inside lane. Side by side for the lead. Barley trying to slide up. He loses a ton of momentum entering. Can he slide up? He does! And he takes the lead over Eggs. Can Eggs counter with another move? He chooses the inside lane now. 30 out of 40 coming up this time. Yep, 30 out of 40 now. Coming to 10 to go until we have a halfway caution. Look at those cones on the track. They're just getting abused, really. And I will say that third place car is starting to hunt him down a little bit. You see Frost back there. He's catching up because these two have battled, and I will say Barley's starting to pull away from Eggs. Yeah, Hatchet currently sits in 6th. Not great for him. He needs... No, that's actually good for him. He's only one position behind Royster, who currently sits right behind him in points. But if I'm Hatchet, I want to be in front of Royster. I don't want to be behind him at all. But if you're Royster, you're liking how you're seeing. You want to be ahead of him at least a position or two. The back half of this race is going to be very interesting how aggressive some of these drivers are. I know Hatchet's very aggressive. He is jumping them curves. Eggs is. That's why we've seen a little bit of cones on the track, if you haven't realized. Yeah, now they're hunting down, trying to put some cars a lap down. Four to go till we had the halfway caution. 3 to go now. PBJ Racing battling with... I think who's in that car? I think that might be Miska Bloom. Yes, that should be Miska Bloom or Saints that he's battling with currently. Yeah, that's Saints who he's battling with right in front of the leader. 2 to go till we have the halfway caution. They just crossed the line. Should be white flag for the halfway caution this time by, and they should start pacing. Alright, they're going to start pacing here. Alright, caution is out for the leaders. Everyone's going to get that lap back, and we're going to get this ripping and rolling again. So far, been pretty fairly clean. Had a few bad moments, but overall, the racing has been solid between these drivers. Pretty tame so far. Tame would be the word I would be saying currently. Oh, someone's around. Oh, that was Rolling. Yeah, Rolling got around, if you remember. He got around Bum, so he gained a spot there. Did he go into the restart zone? Barley leads us to green. Here we go. They don't go green. We're doing the overhead view for this restart, by the way. We're doing another pace lap around. Aggression is going to be its all-time highest. Barley leads us back to green, a non-playoff driver, by the way. Either go into the restart zone, Barley leads us to green, and they are underway again in the second half of this race. We have 38 to go now. Aggression is going to be at its all-time highest. Frost up to second now, gets around Eggs. Miska Bloom on the apron. Royster up to fourth. Eggs down to third. Rolling Thunder drops 2 spaces. Mac Hatchet now battling for last currently. So a big drop from him on the restart. Yeah, he currently sits in last. That's not where he wants to be. He's got to make some moves and move up the order as Royster currently sits top 5. Oh, Barley and Frost make some contact there. Barley got a good momentum on the top lane. He's going to send it. He's ripping that top lane right now. See how much momentum he's able to carry on the top lane compared to Frost. You see how much momentum he carries, but he's not able to keep it as Eggs and him are dueling right now for second. Another random battle is the 71. Well, the 33 and the 9, Miska Bloom getting around Royster. Royster's dropping, by the way. This is not a good sign for Royster, who needs to stay in the top 7 to 8 cars to keep within and pull away from Hatchet, who's having a struggling night so far. What Royster doesn't want to see is Miska Bloom and Saints battling right now. They want them to settle down. Oh, Hatchet sent it to Miska. Hatchet's going to get a little desperate here. I believe he will. Oh, and PBJ Racing and Miska Bloom get into it together. Hatchet now up to 6. This is not what Royster wanted to see. I will get a lap check. Can Royster get around maybe one of the cars ahead of him who's battling really hard right now? As Frost continues to pull away from them now. They are driving over the tires, and I will say that it's probably hindering them a lot. 28 to go in the race. Hatchet is hunting down the 33 up. Bums is going to get limited here if he can't move any spots up, or if somebody can't catch from behind. It looks like Hatchet's faster. He's going to move Bums. He turns Bums! Royster gets turned by Hatchet, and that's going to be a caution. And he's flipping in the background. That was not a great move by Hatchet. If I'm Bums, I would be pissed if I'm him. That is not how you race here. He just got absolutely turned by Hatchet, and he's going to start in the rear now and has to make his way through the field again. We'll say that it hindered Hatchet. He starts in the rear now. He's back to green. We're back to green underway again. Frost and Barley next to one another. Frost gets a good jump. We're 58 out of 80 now. sliding up. You can see them all racing back there. Over the tire barriers they go. Rolling Thunder ripping that top lane still. Look how high he's going. He is ripping it up there. I think it's really a battle between Barley and Frost, really. I think these two have the best cars in the field. Hatchet's able to rip it on the top. I just don't think he has the momentum. Or not Hatchet. Disco Bloom and Hatchet. Saints, do not turn him, buddy. That's not what Royster wanted to see. Now Miska Bloom falls behind Hatchet. Now Hatchet's up to 7th. Can Royster gain any position to get himself more coverage to get over Royster with Eggs currently running in 5th ahead of him? I think this would eliminate Royster. Royster needs to gain a spot or two. Battle for the lead heating up. Barley's still all over him. Barley gets loose into the wall. Goes Barley. Hits the 71. Here comes Royster. Royster needs to capitalize. PBJ Racing. Royster has to get around him. He does, but he did wall them a little bit. Royster up to 4th. This is what Royster needs. He needs more coverage between him and Mac Hatchet. Royster, he needs to keep it clean here. His main goal is to hold on to the spot. He cannot hold on to that spot, but he needs to get around PBJ Racing. If Royster does not hold on to that spot, he's going to be basically eliminated. He has to be aggressive. 13 to go. This race, in my opinion, is smooth sailing for the leader of Frost. Miska Bloom's probably going to try to make a move on Hatchet now. 12 to go. Who is going to get in? It's going to be Royster. It's going to be Mac Hatchet who sits on the back of this pack. Can Royster get enough spots to get in front of Mac Hatchet to advance? He needs one more spot. And Miska Bloom is all over him. PBJ Racing moves Royster to the wall. And that's probably going to be Royster's chances. He carries great momentum on the top lane. Had to, hits the wall. Mac Hatchet and Royster, 9 to go now. Mac Hatchet clears Royster. PBJ Racing in front of Royster now. You see how racy they're getting now. And PBJ Racing is blocking Royster. Royster is not going to like this. This is probably going to eliminate Royster from the playoffs here. Yeah, Royster can't get around him. And this is going to be Royster's playoff chances coming to a dash. Hello. Saints and Mac Hatchet battling now. As Mac has officially got around Royster, that's going to be probably Royster's chances. Coming to 6 to go, coming to 5 to go at the line. Unless Saints and Mac Hatchet get together, that's going to be Royster's chances for the round of 4. He needed 2 spots on Mac, and he's probably not going to get that. 5 to go at... Oh, and Royster around! And he disconnects. 4 to go. 3 to go, I would assume. 3 to go, Frost comes around. I'm going to count 2 to go now. 2 to go at Lima Bowl. Lima Land. Should be coming to white flag here. White flag in there at Lima Land. Coming down the backstretch for the final time. Coming in 3 and 4. And Frost is going to win at Lima Land. Eggs finishes second. don't have an update on who finished third, but I'm assuming it's going to be Rolling Thunder. Well, alright, so we're going to be doing only the winner tonight. We'll do the winner tonight. Is this back to back? Yeah, this is back for Frost. Let it get Frost in here. There we go. Alright. Make sure to include your audio, guys. Alright, first up on the agenda is gonna be Eggs, who entered the night tied for third on the cutoff line. But Eggs, you did good enough tonight, and I think you're locked in based off that finish. Congrats on making the final four. Make sure to include your audio.
It is.
Alright, so you were starting to hunt down actually Frost at the end there. Once you got around, I think it was Rolling Thunder and co. What was the game plan going into tonight? Was it just get a great finish ahead of maybe Royster, Mac Hatchet and co?
Don't make
What was the goal?
Don't hit one of those inside tires.
Yeah, I was seeing you guys running over. There was a few cones on track, so it was fun to see. And well, with that, I mean, you make the Final Four. I think this your second season in the Final Four, if I'm not mistaken. Did you make it last season? I think you did.
Yeah.
Yep. So this season, you're looking for redemption. What are your thoughts on next week? And you're also switching to UMPs, so umps. So what are your thoughts on potentially winning the championship?
I got to beat Frost. That's who I'm going to have to beat next week. So hopefully, if it's going to come down to the last lap, I'll just give him a little shove. A little chrome horn action.
Give him a little shove. It's bump and run. Well, overall, Eggs, congrats on making the Final Four. I also think, due to the situation, Rolling Thunder and Mac Hatchet will join you too as well. So, good luck next week in the championship.
Thank you.
Alright, on to the guy who decided at the end of this season to finally start winning is Frost. Back-to-back wins. Frost, congrats on that, by the way. Now you're on to the championship. You're trying to secure it. I mean, you've been having the best momentum so far. 2 race wins in a row. So, what are your thoughts heading into next week? I know it's umps, but, I mean, shoot, you have the momentum and everything.
Yeah, you just gotta get a good track for umps, especially against a guy like Eggs. He's pretty quick in those things, so I feel like if I can get a good track, something that works towards me and not for him, then I could seal the deal, but who knows where we head to next.
You never know, but what was about tonight's track where you were able to hook it so well? How'd you get that thing hooked up so well, and what was your thoughts on the racing, especially up front for you?
It was just consistency, I was trying to catch Eggs and Barley there, and I was catching them a little bit, then I mess up, then I catch them again, so the consistency was there, and I just still can't believe we pulled off that win. We thought we had a 4th place car at best, but we ended up winning it.
Yep, that's exactly how it is. I mean, shoot, you did your best, you were consistent, and that's exactly why you won, and that's why you've been winning so far at the end of the season. I mean, heading to next week, you could potentially go 3 in a row at the end of the season. That would be nuts.
That's what we're aiming for, hopefully. But we got eggs to
Yep.
deal with, so it'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right, either way, congrats on the win again. 2 in a row is kind of crazy, but at the same time, it's expected. You were pretty consistent all of the regular season. But heading into next week, we'll be running umps. Good luck to you two and the other two who just made it. And I will see you